Well, today on Bass Habits, we're going to be going over how I organize my tackle and how I get it set up for tournaments and pond fishing and everything else. We're just going to do a little bit of everything. I'm going to show you exactly how I set everything up and get in these boxes. As you can see, I got a lot of boxes here. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm going to show y'all how I decide what to bring when I go fishing and how I get it in and out of the boat. Easy. And hopefully this might help y'all out a little bit. As you can see, I got a lot of stuff here to go over and just show y'all how I get everything set up. I didn't realize I had this much tackle. This video might be longer than I thought. Every time I go fishing, I got these Plano boxes that I put my jig trailers, crawls, flukes, swim baits. I put everything in here just to go like where I'm going. I'm gonna show y'all the process of doing this. Over here, I was just gonna take everything out. Let's say I'm going somewhere with some muddy water. So over here, I got this pile of stuff. All these are like crawl baits and stuff. So I decide when to use muddy water, anything like blue will work. So then throw that in there. So if you're preparing for muddy water, I got all this extra tackle in here of all different colors. So if I go to muddy water, I just grab something like that. I think that might work. Throw it in there so I have it in the boat with me. The same thing if I'm sitting there looking for flukes or whatever. So right here's my fluke box. Get all the flukes out. Say if they're biting flukes, throw some flukes in there. And if they're biting swim baits or anything like that, so you get some chatter baits and swim baits go in chatter baits. So I just throw everything in the box. But I know if I'm bringing jigs or anything, throw some jig trailers in there. If I'm bringing chatter baits, bring some swim baits. So that's what I do. It's kind of like a miscellaneous box. I throw all my soft plastics in. Basically, I do the same thing with my shaky head box. Over here, I put all my shaky heads, like the hooks. All the hooks. I love throwing shaky heads, so I always got shaky head stuff. Do that. And over here, I got worms and stuff. If I run low on these, because I mean, most I use is Green Pumpkin Magic. If I'm running low, I just come over here in my little storage box. Just look around. I mean, that ain't them. Just look. I mean, I got more Green Pumpkin Magics. Just whatever you think it look more. So over here, basically I use this as storage. Whenever I run low on something that they're biting, I just come over here and get it out of that. And then I just keep this box in the boat at all times. Now before I get into the crankbaits and all that, show you what I do about the pond box. So I'm going to the pond, I just throw random stuff in there like frogs, spinner baits, got some shaky heads down there. So if I'm going to a pond, I just dig through all these boxes and just throw in there what I think might work or what I've used in the past. Camo squitter bills, you can't beat that. So you just throw everything here that you think might work, and that's how I get my pond box ready. Now I was going to show you one of my pet peeves about fishing line. So every time I get a pack of fish line, I write the date on it. You see this right here? Man, this is over a year old. I mean, this line is probably still good, but I don't trust stuff that's over a year old. So every time I get a pack of line, I usually put the date on it. I ain't put this on it because I got this the other day. So every time I get line, I just put like the month and what year it is, so I know if it's good or not. And also right here, I know it's kind of hard to find like little boxes or whatever to put buzz baits and stuff in, so I just got this box. I throw a bunch of buzz baits in. Just keep all my buzz baits organized. I even got little frogs in here and stuff. It's the easiest way I think to store buzz baits because I can't find a box big enough for all the buzz baits I got. So I just leave them here, and whenever I need buzz baits, just grab this and go. Now let's get into the crankbaits and stuff that I know y'all tuned in to watch. Let's say I got this big empty box right here. What I do is I get my stuff, so it's all my terminal tackle. I just stick it in there, and what I do is I just fill this box up and leave it in the boat. So whenever, like, if I don't need my terminal tackle for that day, I just take it out. So easy way I look at it, I bring this in every time I get out of the boat and like just change it around. But this is always in the boat. Every time the boat's out, I got this full of stuff. So here's my terminal tackle box. So I get my 5/0 hooks, I put them in one little slot. And I got my 4-aughs right here. I run a little low on them. Probably need to get some more. Then I got my flipping hooks. I got these little pegs, little bobber stopper pegs. Leave them in there. Then I got my little tungstens. I just got regular weights here. Got some jig rattles. Got some old shaky heads I don't use. And I got some treble hooks I exchange whenever one breaks or it looks bent or whatever. And I just got some no gap hooks. Over here I got some wobble heads and anything else, and some swim bait heads. So I just try to leave a little bit of everything in this box just in case if I need it. Well, this is my swim bait dash A-rig box. I just leave old swim baits in here, swim bait heads, anything you can think of. So whenever I bend a hook or whatever on my A-rig, I just grab another swim bait, throw it on. This every time I go dam fishing, or if I know I'm throwing a swim bait, I bring this box with me. Spinnerbait box, I mean, self-explanatory. Just throw all your spinnerbaits in it and just grab whichever color you need. Well, this right here, this is my hard swim bait box. So I got some jointed swim baits, and then also I got my jerk baits in here. So I try to keep these two together because I use them close about the same time of year. Jerk baits are only good for about 3 months out of the year where I'm at, and then swim baits, I mean, they work good around the time jerk baits do. This is the square bill box, and good Lord Almighty, I got enough square bills for everybody in the world. I don't know. I used to have them laid out in colors, but I done got so many. I grab them and use them a lot, so I just throw them in here. So basically, I just open up and look for what color I think will work. Here's my medium diver box. It's got my medium diver crankbaits in here. I kind of got these kind of color patterns, so these are all crawfish color, crawfish. Got my chartreuses. This got everything laid out. Got my shad looking colors, and then bass looking colors, and then I got jointed ones up here. So this is all my medium divers. And I got a box of just Senkos right here, some wacky rig hooks. And just we got Senkos every color in here. Alright, probably the second most used box I got is my lipless rattle trap box. So I got these over here, then over here I got little spoons and stuff. I don't know what square bill's doing here. Square bill's in the wrong spot. I got little spoons and stuff, like look like little rattle traps. I use these a lot, and this box never leaves the boat. Here's my frog box. I don't really use frogs that much, and also I got more frogs in here, like the soft plastic frogs, like the Stanley toads and whatnot. And then right here, I leave these. I don't use frogs much. I don't go anywhere to use frogs. These are mostly pond baits, so I just throw them in that little pond box I showed you earlier. So that's the frog. Another one of my favorite boxes is my chatterbait box. I got chatterbaits of all colors, shapes, and sizes. I also got a few swim jigs in here. But like I said, I got these little scrounger looking deals. But yeah, this, I mean, I kind of keep it color coded a little bit. Can't really tell, but I don't know. Chatterbaits, they work good, and you gotta have a lot of them. Here's my jig box. All my big fish came off jigs. I hate throwing jigs, but all my big fish came off little jigs, like green pumpkin color, a half ounce football head. I've caught plenty of fish over 8 pounds on them. I can't stand throwing jigs. I don't know what the deal is about them. I hate them, but they work. Here's the box that's going to get used a lot over the summer. This is my deep divers. I love throwing these chartreuse and blueback ones, but right here, this box, it's going to get used a lot over summer out there fishing deep ledges. You can't beat a big old deep diving crankbait bite in the middle of summer. Last but not least, on the crankbaits, this is my top water box. Got wake baits, jitterbugs, whopper ploppers. I got buzz bait, pompadours, torpedoes. I got rats. I got that ugly looking thing. Got some spooks up here, poppers. This right here, I use this box a lot. I love throwing top waters, and you just can't beat it. This is the right time of year. Everything's schooling up, so you can't beat throwing a spook around in the morning. So this is where this comes in handy at. What I was talking about, I just throw everything here. So I'm be fishing somewhere shallow, so I throw my top water in there, and then I come over here, get the rattle traps, throw my rattle traps in there. I get my medium divers, along with my square bills. I throw my jerk baits in there. So I'm fishing shallow, so I pack all the shallow stuff, and I just pick this whole thing up and put it in the boat. So that's how I get my stuff in and out of the boat and try to get everything ready. I hope y'all like today's video. If you do, stay tuned. Also, I'm gonna throw this in there. If I go fishing with somebody, I just got like little extra boxes. I just throw random stuff in, and I just bring like in a little tackle box, a little tackle bag. I just throw random stuff. I got little empty boxes. I mean, this one ain't empty, but this is one of them. I just throw random stuff in it. So if I go fishing with Garrett or somebody, I'll have my stuff that I need. Well, I hope y'all like today's video. I don't know if y'all like it or not, but this is the way I get set up every time I go fishing. I just throw everything in that little box and go. So hopefully I helped some of y'all, or got some of y'all a little bit of idea of what to do whenever you go fishing. Oh, that's what I do. Tournaments, I usually load all this up in a boat. I don't know how it fits. It's a tight squeeze, but you never know what you need on the water. So you just come prepared.